law, and those who have much to hope and nothing to lose will always be dangerous. Sir, I oppose this bill because the present UAPA is worse than TADA and POTA. The safeguards that were there in POTA and TADA are not here. In POTA and TADA, no case could have been filed without the express permission of an SP, which UAPA does not have. POTA and TADA said a charge sheet cannot be filed without the permission of a SP. The UAPA does not talk about. The UAPA increases the power of search, siege, and arrest, sir. The UAPA presumes the guilt of the accuser under Section 43E. The UAPA permits in-camera trial and withholding identity of witness, Section 44. Section 46 allows intercepted communications to be used as evidence, and arrest without warrant is permitted under UAPA. Section 268 of CRPC applies. The bill says that because of our commitment to FATF, we are bringing this amendment. What about the United Nations ICCPR, Article 9 and 14 of International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights? Doesn't this present act, UAPA, contravenes which we are signatory to the International Political Covenant rights? What about the definition of terrorism? Doesn't the definition of terrorism contravenes the recommendations of UN Special Rapporteur on the promotion and protection of human rights and fundamental freedom? Doesn't this proposed UAPA violates the principles laid down in Supreme Court in the DK Basu case? Doesn't the UAPA goes even further than TADA and POTA, sir? In the bill says that we are bringing this amendment because we have given a commitment to FATF. What about your commitment to the United Nations? You have accepted United Nations Security Council 1333, 1363, 1373, 1319, 1455, 1526, 1566, 1735, 1822 or 28. You are talking about these resolutions, but you have completely ignored resolution number 1535 of Security Council passed on 26 March 2004, which reminded the states that they must ensure that any measures taken to combat terrorism comply with their obligation under international law and should adopt such measures in accordance with international law and particular human rights. You talk about economic activity. With the proposed amendment, you mark my words, sir, legal remittance from Gulf, which the Muslim youth are sending to our country, will be controlled. You mark my words, sir, this will happen. Second thing, you talk about amendment over here, that ban should be increased 2 to 5 years. I request the Honorable Minister, in 1967, what did Atal Bihari Vajpayee said over here? In 1967, what did George Fernandez say over here? They opposed even that 2 years. Now you're increasing to 5 years the ban. How can you prove a banned organization? It is result, no conviction is there. This is again a retrogressive step. The minister will not agree with me. When the member was saying from here, the MOS said, no, it's not like POTA and TADA. Let me give you example, sir. I am quoting FIR number 23 of 2008, Delhi Special Police Cell, FIR 48 of 2007, FIR 89 of 2006, FIR 59 of 2006, FIR 95 of 2006, FIR 96 of 2006. All these cases were booked under UAPA. These boys, just because they belong to Kashmir or they are Muslims, they were languishing in jail for years. The courts of law exonerated them. And you still feel that UAPA, you will use them? UAPA is used only against Muslims. UAPA is used against Dalits. UAPA is used against tribals, and they are branded as Maoists. And we don't want this draconian act. This act has to go. This is a government headed by Manmohan Singh. This is not a government headed by shameful P.V. Narasimha Rao. This is not a government headed by NDA. We have voted for this government for what? To bring in a legislation. I am concluding, sir. I am concluding, sir. In last 5 years. Fine, sir. But I still continue to hold on to that view. In last 5 years, sir, 15 boys from Bihar. Our members are here from Bihar, they can tell me. From Samistipur, from Madhubani, from Darbhanga have been arrested under UAPA. 18 boys have been arrested in Bangalore. 4 from Nanded, from Maharashtra. Mr. Home Minister, I would like to bring to your notice, I have gone to one of the boys' house. And what did the ATS seize from them? A book which contains supplications of duas. Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad will explain to you, मसनून दुआओं की किताब क्या ये टेररिज्म के लिए इस्तेमाल होगी? ये तो तौहीन है हमारा मुसलमानों के और इस्लाम की कि इस तरह की किताब को इस्तेमाल किया गया. Another important point, lastly, sir, which I want to bring to your notice, is that how long this is a new conspiracy is hatched to target innocent Muslim educated youth, to target them. You ask the question, why are Muslims being alienated? Why are tribals being alienated from mainstream? Is it because of these acts, these draconian acts must be stopped. You talk about FATF, we have passed Prevention of Torture Act. Does it conforms to the Prevention of Torture law which has been given by the United Nations? It falls short of that. You talk about remittance. I'll give you a recent example. A famous journalist arrested. His stepson had sent money from outside country to India. That was used by Delhi Special Police. In conclusion, I would demand, sir, that this law should be repealed completely. Let the government, headed by Dr. Manmohan Singh, issue a white paper. How many Muslim youths, how many Dalits, how many tribals have been booked? Last and final point, Mr. Deputy Speaker, is that why can't the government be bold and brave enough? The Delhi Special Police shall come under Home Ministry. Why can't you suspend those erring officials? Why can't you take money from their salary and pension and pay these boys compensation? You are making them terrorists. Innocent people from Kashmir have been languishing in jail. 2096 bomb blast case, for after 14 years, pending, the boys have come out. I would request you to the Honorable Home Minister, please read the report which has been given by Jamia Teachers Union. Injustice has to be stopped. There is a great discontent among the Muslim community throughout India. I am bringing to the notice of government, stop this thing. Otherwise, Dalits and Muslims are very upset and angry with the proposed amendments and with the UAP Act itself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.